my name is Victoria Trouble. I'm a business lawyer and strategist. I'm also your business startup coach. Now, if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, ensure that you do so. And also, give me those likes as we go along. So, let's get right to it. What are the legal requirements for starting a business? So, you have decided to start a business and you have your money ready, assuming that you have money to start. And remember, even if you don't have money to start at the moment, you can still start that business. So, how do you do that? This is not a video for it. Check other videos that I have, and you will see how to start a business from scratch without money. In the meantime, what are the legal requirements for starting a business? Number one, you need to understand that starting a business is not just a big decision. Starting a business involves lots of decisions, a lot of decisions that you need to make towards getting that business up from the ground and having it running. So, number one decision you need to make, which is the legal requirement for running a business, is that of a name. Your business needs a name. The name of your business is so important when you are starting a business. You must decide on a name that is not closely related to any other name. Mind you, don't go ahead to get a name when you have not validated your business idea. I'm talking to you there who has validated your business idea. And if you're wondering, what does validate business idea mean? You'll have to look out for other videos that I have right here on this page. This is why you should subscribe, subscribe already. All right, so you need to decide on a name and have your name registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC, especially if you're doing business in Nigeria. If you're doing business outside Nigeria, your country has a company's registry or other agency of government that is responsible for registering that business name that you have found. You don't just pick up a name out of the blues. You will need to conduct a legal search to be sure that no one else has used that name as a business in that name and that that name is unique to you. So, once you have decided on that name, remember I have already mentioned the second point, which is register that business with the appropriate authority. Like I've said earlier, if you're doing business in Nigeria, you need to have that business registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission. The Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC. But before you go on to register that business, you have to do make a third decision. Decide on the structure of your business. Are you going to run your business as a sole trader or sole proprietor? Or are you going to run it in partnership with other persons and so register it as a company? If you're going to run your business and say you are a professional, and you're going to run the business as a consultant, you will need to consider registering it as a business name, especially if that business, if that profession restricts the kind of structure that you can register your business as. For instance, as a lawyer, I can only run my law firm as a business name because my law firm operations depends on my professional qualification. Yes. But if your kind of business has to do with other things like flying a plane, manufacturing, producing other goods and services, farming, logistics, and so many other kinds of businesses. Then you can have your business registered as a company. So that is the legal structure. The legal structure can also the when considering your legal structure, you need to pay attention to whether your business is going to be run as a person of its own. So that means that your business has its own personality, is seen as a corporate person, can enter into contracts, can buy and own properties, can acquire properties, and can exist long after the founders are dead. That kind of business is to be registered as a company. So if you're looking to have and grow a business that outlives you, the right business structure for you is a company. Now, you have decided on the name, you have decided on registering your business, and you have decided on the structure of your business. Pay attention that the structure of your business, the legal structure of your business, whether it is as a sole proprietor or as a company or as a limited liability partnership or as a company limited by guarantee, all these structures will affect how you pay your tax. This is not the video for taxes, all right? But you need to understand that if you have your business registered as a business, then you'll be required to pay taxes as you go, and income taxes, both as employee and employer of the business. That is in addition to the VAT, value added tax, that you pay in respect of products and services that you render. In Nigeria, that value is 7.5% of your profits. Now, um, if your business is registered as a company and you have an annual turnover of less than 25 million naira, million naira, yes, you'll be expected to pay education development tax, EDT, and that is done in at the time of processing your tax returns. That service is rendered by a tax consultant. If you're looking to have me get that done for you, I have a link in the description that shows you just how to get across to me. So you simply send me a DM on any of my social media channels. For instance, I have my WhatsApp link on in the description and my direct message link on Instagram. Right? So I'll see you there when you do so. Now, another decision that you need to make when and that amounts to a legal requirement for having business in Nigeria is legal documentations. Like there are many documents that startups don't pay attention to, and I don't want you making that mistake. So here are the legal documentations that you need and are required for you to run a successful and profitable business in anywhere in the world. Number one, you should have a business certificate. Your business certificate is a major requirement for owning a business. Like, you can't own a business, can't claim to be a business owner without having a certificate to do so. More so, you would be running that business in a name that could as well belong to someone else. All right? You don't want to do that. Because if you're running a business in a name that is already registered by someone else and owned by someone else, you'll be treated as a fraud. All right, it is illegal business to do that. So save yourself the trouble and get your name registered. If you like to do so, reach out to me using the link in the subscription. I'll leave a link in the subscription to guide you on how to get straight across to me to get that business registered for you. The next legal documentation, very important, is the document that is called the non-disclosure agreement. A non-disclosure agreement is an agreement that you have with your employees, you have with your business partners, you have with your technical advisors and other persons that you're working with to protect your business conversations and the transmission of confidential information during such conversations. That NDA guides and binds the other party from disclosing secrets of your business shared during such conversations or during the time of they are working with you, if it is with an employee. Other documentations include terms and conditions of sale. It is important that you spell out the terms and conditions binding your sale, your supplies, and other aspects of your business. You must specify what your terms are. Let me give you a quick example in respect of this. I have this client, Happiness. I'll call her, not a real name. Now, Happiness is a farmer and she farms animals. In her own case, she farms poultry and made a supply made a supply to a client who offered the payment to pay for the supplies at a later date. Now, after making the supplies, her customer failed to pay at the agreed date and time, on the agreed date and time. When she reached out to him, he made several promises. 1 month later, he contacted her and told her that he did not make any sale from that supply and would like to return. Unfortunately, Happiness did not have a return policy. She also did not have terms and conditions that were binding on that customer. She asked me to come represent her and ensure that her goods were paid for. You do not want to be in Happiness' shoes. You need to ensure that you have terms and conditions, preferably ahead of your transactions. You need to specify another document that is called your return and refund policy. You need to find at what time will funds be refunded to your customers. Do you want to refund funds, especially if they are services and you are taking steps towards the execution of such services? Would you have to refund funds? Are there specific days within which the client can return the goods or the items and will get a full refund? Can they get a full refund? If yes or no, you need to specify that in a legal document called return policy. Yet another document that you need, especially if you're doing business online, is what I call website user agreements. A website user agreement or terms of use is a document that is embedded onto your website that binds every user of your website. By that document, whether they read through it or not, once they are on that site, they are bound by the provisions of the user agreement. You could decide to include a pop-up so that people using your website can immediately click yes or no. No means that they cannot have access to the service that you provide. Yes means that they can go ahead and are bound by those terms of use. Yet another document you should consider, especially if you're doing business online, is a disclaimer. Once you have information on your blog, on your website, on your social media channel, or you have something in writing and people get to act upon it, or you have a book, an audio training, or something, you need a disclaimer so you don't fall into liabilities when people don't get the results that they thought they would as a result of your marketing offer. All right, so those are legal documents that you need. There are lots more, including vendor agreements, partnership and founders agreement, which is an all important agreement if you are running that business in a partnership. All right, so let's go on to the next legal requirement. If you're looking to protect your name, the name of your business, your logo, or your business tagline, then what you need is a trademark. Trademark. So, even if your business is registered with CAC and you have a website and you have a social media handle or all the social media handles, you have your business name having handles or having its name on all the social media handles, you need to pay attention to this. That is not enough. That your business is registered with the CAC, or you have a website, or you have your name on all the streets of the world. Unless that business name is registered as a trademark, it can be used by anybody else and nothing will happen. You don't want that to happen to you. All right, so you get your business registered. Finally, another requirement, legal requirement for setting up your business includes all other business licensing that you need to do. Depending on what kind of business you are into, you may need to have and obtain various licenses for running a business. For instance, if you are in the production of food items and drug items, you will need the approval of the National Administration of Drug and Food and Drugs. Okay, the National Food and Drugs Administration and Controls. Okay, Food and Drugs Control. All right, so that is NAFDAC. You will need the approval of NAFDAC in order to expand your business, all right, in order to be a trusted brand. So, these are legal steps that you need to start and run a profitable business in Nigeria. I'm sure that you have enjoyed this video so far. Remember to give me thumbs up, 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 and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on my videos, which I upload every single week. Until I see you again, and please, before I go, remember to leave comments. Do you have questions? Do you have inquiries? Do you have topics and ideas or thoughts that you want to pass across to me? You can leave a comment down below, and remember to subscribe to this channel. Till I see you again, it's bye.